Hey there, welcome back. In the last video, I left off at this criteria where we need to utilize JavaScript's built-in fetch to interact with an API. To show this, I'm gonna use VS Code. I have a little code set up here where I have a button says click and there's a p tag, and I'm also using the JQuery library. And now I'm going to show how to fetch data from the API. So I'm gonna use the script here, and a heads up to I'm also gonna show this batch along with the last batch, like process API response to display data on the web page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write some script where I get data from the server, and then I'm going to use that data to display a name of the user in the p tag. Let's see how we can do this. So here in the script tag, I'm going to use JQuery document.ready. Whenever the document is ready, it's gonna do what's inside here. So in this function, whenever I click the button, so to get the button I'm going to use the id btn, and whenever we click it, we're gonna do this functionality. So after we click the button, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch the data using fetch. Here I have to specify the URL. So the URL I'm going to use is going to be this URL with this extension here. So when I click this, I can get the URL. So I'm gonna paste it in here. Let me go back, and then here I'm going to get id2. This is the URL, and the method I'm going to use will be get method. This is how we write fetch, and then it returns a promise, and so we got to handle that. So dot then we're going to get a response. For this we are going to, let's console. Okay, now this response, and then this is going to return a promise. It's going to be the result. Here I'm going to use this result to just console. Let's just check we are getting the correct result, and also there is any error, we can catch the error. Okay, that's it. So let's see if this is going to work, and then we can update this p. Okay, open this in default browser, and let's inspect the code, see the console. Okay, we got the response. Also let's use response.json. Let's return this. Okay, let's see what's going on now. So we got the data. So in this data I am going to get the first name. To get the first name I'm going to change this one. I'm going to use a const. Let's do like this so that we don't get confused. Const result equal to result dot, it's in data dot first underscore name. Okay, let's console this and check if we are getting the correct value. Okay, now I refresh this and there you go, we got Janet. So now I'm going to display this Janet below the button. To do that, what I'm going to do is I take off this line and add JQuery here. I get the ID data, which is the p tags id dot html of result. Okay, let's see if this is working. I refresh the page and click, there you go, it says Janet. So now what we covered here is utilizing JavaScripts built-in fetch to get data, and then we process the data to display it on the web page. That's how we do this. The same thing can be done using jQuery's ajax functions. To do this, what we are going to do is I'm going to take off this code here. Okay, now what I am going to do is, I think we missed this. Going to do use a const settings. This settings is an object where it takes URL as previously we got the URL from here. I'll copy the same URL and paste it, but instead of page 2 I say id 2, and also we need method. It's going to be get method. And using the ajax function is we use jQuery ajax settings dot done. When it is done, it's going to get response here. Let's say use this arrow function. Okay, let's console log this and check what we are getting. Okay, open the console here. So when I click the button, I'm getting data in JSON. So what I'm going to do is take off this console and write jQuery with id data dot html response dot So when I do this, refresh the page and click, I got JNet. So we used ajax function to display the data from the server onto the page. That's how we do this. I think we covered everything in this, and all other methods also we can do in the same way. And that's it for this video. Thank you. Bye bye.